Hi everyone, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share some ideas for how you can celebrate Sukkot without a sukkah. So let's jump in. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, definitely hit that red button down below so you don't miss any more of my content, and help me get to 50K because I'm so close, and that is a huge goal and dream of mine. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and helped support my channel. Okay, so the Jewish holiday of Sukkot begins Monday night this year, and it is a crazy holiday because for so many reasons. It comes right after Yom Kippur. This year we had Yom Kippur, Shabbat, Sukkot, so it really feels like the holidays are all on top of one another. And Yom Kippur is always just, 10 days after Rosh Hashanah, so you're already got that momentum. Usually there's a Shabbat or two in there as well. And then you have Sukkot, and at the end of Sukkot is Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah, and it's just a lot. I also find it to be one of the holidays that I struggle personally to connect with the most, because I think we didn't grow up having a sukkah. We don't have a sukkah now. I do hope to have one in the future, but every year I just have an excuse, like this year we're having a baby, last year we moved. So there's just always something. But I have kind of figured out over the years how to still have a meaningful celebration. And especially now that I have kids, I don't want them to kind of have the same malaise about Sukkot that I had. So I'm kind of weaving in the traditions each year as they come. And now that it's been a few years, I feel pretty happy with what our family does. So I wanted to share with you guys. So the first thing to know about Sukkot is that you don't have to have your own sukkah if you can't. A lot of people live in climates where that's just impossible, or don't have an outdoor space or something like that. And every synagogue, almost every synagogue, will have a sukkah. So it's really nice to be part of the synagogue community and to go to the sukkah at your synagogue. So that's something we always do. Our synagogue always has different events each night. Some of it is BYO dinners, or they'll do catering for Shabbat. They have different activities for different age groups. So it's very, very common to actually be able to sit in the sukkah at your synagogue. So that's definitely something to look into, even if you've never tried it before. Give it a try. What's also nice about the holiday of Sukkot is one of the values of the holidays, one of the Jewish values, is called Haknasat Orchim, which is to invite guests. So people who do have a sukkah usually really want to invite you over, because that's a core component of the holiday, and that's kind of you build one and you decorate it, so you want to share it with others, especially others who don't have a sukkah in their home. So offer to bring something for dinner or dessert, and I'm sure if you have a friend who has one, that you'll be very welcome. What's also great about Sukkot this year is because it takes place outside, or the sukkah is outside, it's more safe to gather in that way. So that's one of the nice elements, and hopefully if you live in a climate where it's not freezing cold or raining at this time, it can be really nice to spend some time outdoors and with friends and family. Something else you can do is get a lulav and etrog. Even without a sukkah, you can still say the blessings over them, do the shaking and the smelling and all of those components of the holiday without having a sukkah. I think they're really beautiful to have in your home, and the etrog you can use afterwards, for all kinds of crazy recipes, but it's nice to have that physical element of the holiday in your home. What we tend to do is to decorate sort of the playroom for the kids, or the dining room for us for Sukkot. I bought a few new things on Amazon this year, so I'll insert some footage of what I got, or some pictures. But Amazon has this pop-up sukkah tent for kids. So that's really nice, because then even without going to all the expense and everything of having a real sukkah in your home, the kids can still pretend and play with one, which I really, really love. So I love the pretend sukkah. We also have the pretend lulav and etrog, and tons of Sukkot books are now available. I think when I was younger, these kind of things didn't exist as much. My favorite one is called Elephant in the Sukkah. It's from PJ Library, who sends free books if you're raising a Jewish child, so I'll link them, and I'll link that book as well. You can just get it on Amazon. Another thing to think about is some of the other elements and values of the holiday. So one of the things is this is sort of an agricultural holiday, as a lot of Jewish festivals are, and it really ties into kind of the harvest and seasons that are happening right now. So doing something like visiting a farm and going apple picking or pumpkin picking or something like that to just connect with that harvest idea and our roots as like a harvest farming culture can be really great, especially if you talk to your kids about, you know, why you're going. So, you know, it's very common to go pumpkin picking for Halloween at this time, but you can kind of shift that focus to picking other vegetables or fruits or pumpkins for Sukkot, and to talk about that as well and tie that in. Maybe read a book first on the way or have a picnic outside on the farm. And the other kind of Jewish element, core value of this holiday, is the idea of temporary dwelling. So that's what a sukkah is. It's this temporary hut, and it reminds us to think about those who don't have permanent shelter at this time. So whether that's refugees or people who are just suffering from homelessness, it's something to think about in terms of tzedakah, and in that way elevate your spiritual and holiday experience by thinking of others and what the holiday kind of reminds us of the importance of at this time. So those are my ideas for Sukkot without a sukkah. If you guys have any more, I'd love to read them in the comments. Let me know how you guys are celebrating the holiday this year. So I'm wishing you a Chag Sameach, a very happy Sukkot, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!